You'll normally hear two camps when it comes to mortgage payoff. One says, debt is dumb, pay it off as fast as possible, you'll sleep better. The other says, why would you ever pay off a 3% loan when you might earn 8 in the market? And neither are technically wrong. Some of our beliefs come from spreadsheets, and others might come from our grandparents who lived through the Depression and treat debt like a dirty word, or from our parents who went through 2008 and might still say, well, if you owe the bank nothing, they can't touch you. And to be fair, that reaction made sense at the time. It was very warranted. When you've lived through layoffs, housing crashes, bank bailouts, debt does feel like a threat. But if you carry that mindset into today, well, it can quietly limit your options. We pick up money beliefs from people around us, often without us even realizing it. And while those beliefs might have made sense at the time, your life today may look nothing like the lives of those you learned them from. So it's fair to ask, does this still fit? When it comes to decisions like this, it's not always about right versus wrong. It's about figuring out what actually fits your story and what you want to accomplish. So what are the trade-offs? Let's break this down simply. When someone says, keep the mortgage and invest instead, that's usually coming from a spreadsheet-based mindset, right? If the goal is to grow your net worth as efficiently as possible, you've got two options: pay down debt or invest. So if your mortgage is locked in at 3% and you believe you can get 7% in the market over time, then technically the more optimal choice would be to keep the mortgage and invest the difference. But that only works if, one, you actually invest the extra cash, two, you stay the course when the market pukes all over itself and drops 20%, and three, you're okay with carrying that debt for decades. And a lot of people just don't love that idea because, numbers aside, there is a psychological weight to debt that spreadsheets just don't account for. So when does it make sense to pay off the mortgage early? Well, here are a few cases that we see often. Number one, you're nearing retirement. This is very common. Cash becomes king in retirement, and we do not want to carry a mortgage into retirement. Paying off the mortgage can reduce your monthly obligations and just give you more breathing room and peace of mind. Number two, you've already done the heavy lifting, right? Retirement accounts are funded. You have no other debt. Emergency funds are in place. Well, if you have excess cash, then let's just pay off the house, right? That would be a valid reason. Number three, you value freedom over optimization. There's a real ROI on peace of mind. Maybe it's not 7%, maybe it's 2%, but if being debt-free helps you sleep at night, that has value. Number four, you want flexibility, right? No mortgage means lower fixed expenses, and that gives you the ability to maybe scale back at work, take more risks, or just breathe easier. And sometimes that's the whole point. Now, before you go rush to pay it off, just consider these 2 points that sometimes people forget about. Number one, you lose liquidity, right? If you wipe out your cash to pay off the house, and let's say you need that money later, well, now you have to go to the bank, ask for permission, and hope they say yes to get your funds out. And on the flip side, if you wanted to hold the mortgage, one thing to remember is tax savings just aren't what they used to be, because I have heard a lot of people say, well, I need the mortgage interest deduction, but with today's higher standard deduction, many people just aren't itemizing anyway, so the benefit may not be as big as you think. So yeah, there's arguments for paying off the mortgage, there's arguments for keeping it. The real answer usually, of course, lies somewhere in the middle. Look at the math, check in with how it feels, and make a decision that serves your life today. And if you're not sure, I'd be happy to brainstorm with you.